Welcome to the Bendito Podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Stephanie White has a clear conundrum on her hands, and she needs to figure out a solution to this problem before it's too little, too late. When Caitlin Clark was out with injury, Natasha Howard played well. Natasha Howard played well enough that kept us afloat along with Ari McDonald, along with Kelsey Mitchell, but Natasha Howard wasn't nearly as much of a hinder to the offense with Caitlin Clark out as she is with Caitlin Clark in. Without Caitlin Clark, Natasha Howard was averaging 12.7 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. Without Caitlin Clark, those numbers all go down significantly. We go from nearly 13 points to 10 points. We go from over 7 rebounds to barely 6 rebounds. We go from nearly 2 assists per game, don't even average 1 assist per game. Natasha Howard plays best when Caitlin Clark is out with injury. The Indiana Fever play best when Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands, she's making decisions, she's playing with pace, she's being aggressive, and Natasha Howard is on the bench. You hear the difference in sacrifice right there? Natasha Howard plays best without Caitlin Clark, but with the team to play best, they need Caitlin Clark. So for Natasha to be propped up, the team must sacrifice, and for the team to be propped up, Natasha must sacrifice. It's an easy decision that the coach needs to make. But how is the coach going to make the decision, and what's the decisions that she has available to her? She can change up the starting lineup. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I would do that either. What I would do, well, I wouldn't do that in the reality that we are currently living, right? You got to manage egos. There are things that go into that. What I would do, I would keep the starting lineup as it is, but I would just pull Natasha Howard out earlier. Just because she's in the starting lineup doesn't mean she needs to play 7 minutes in the first quarter. Doesn't mean she needs to play 8 minutes in the first quarter. Doesn't mean we need to wait for her to get into foul trouble to pull her. We can play her first 5 minutes in the first quarter. Okay, boom, out you go. In comes Dantas, or in comes Timpson. We see lineups with Damaris Dantas and Aaliyah Boston and Ari McDonald and Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark more often. The same lineup that played a majority of that fourth quarter as we were extending our lead further. We minimize her minutes from 20 to 25 minutes per game. We don't feel inclined to put her in just because she's a vet. If she's having a good game, she has a hot hand, leave her in there. But if we're seeing things that take away from the offense, that take away from the flow, that's not good. And yesterday we saw a lot of that. A
26-point first half for Jordan Canada.
This is Natasha Howard blatantly looking off Caitlin Clark. Look, now here we go. 2 things right here. There's 35 seconds left in the first half. So we can approach this 2 ways. 1, oh, you guys can't even see the time. Forbid me. Pardon me. Apologize. There's 35 seconds left in the first half. 2 ways we can go about this. 1, we inbound it straight to Caitlin Clark. She pushes the pace, goes for a 2-for-1. We inbound it to Natasha Howard. She sees Caitlin Clark free. Quick pass to Caitlin Clark. We push the pace, go for a 2-for-1. Neither of those things happened here. Instead, what happened, Natasha Howard looks off Caitlin Clark like she's not even there, and then proceeds to walk the ball up the floor, wasting time. Now, an issue with this, not only in what Natasha Howard is doing, is the fact that Stephanie White has allowed this behavior to occur more times than not, which is why Natasha Howard feels okay doing this. Anybody with some sense, just give it to her. Just give it to CC. Whatever decision, that's the decision I'm cool with. But Natasha Howard decided not to do that. We walked the ball up with absolutely no intensity, no initiative. And by the time Caitlin Clark gets the ball, we're 16 seconds left in the shot clock. Our 2-for-1 opportunity pretty much extinct at this point. Another time that we saw that from Natasha Howard, folks, this is only in one game. Another time we saw that in Natasha Howard is the closing minutes of the third quarter. Natasha Howard goes coast to coast with 12 seconds left and refuses to give Caitlin Clark the ball until it's too late in the game clock. Absolutely no move at all. Does a pump fake that clears absolutely zero space whatsoever. Brittany Griner doesn't bite at all. And then what does she do? She throws a lackadaisical pass to Caitlin Clark. And the worst part of this next is what we see every single game when it comes to Caitlin Clark and the people setting screens for her. They refuse to set screens for her. They refuse to get her open. They refuse to take physical contact that helps Caitlin Clark create. Instead, they do know what Tasha Howard's about to do, and they slip and are only about themselves. Take a look right here. Lackadaisical pass, up, psych, I'm just going to slip the screen and try to get a last-second shot for myself. Shot clock's, game clock's winding down. Why bother set you a real screen that you can get a clear open look at the shot when I can just do a slip screen and get an open look myself? Again, here comes the quote. Stephanie White sees this far too many times. She sees this happen games far too many times. There's no surprise that in the fourth quarter, this team looked much better than they did all game. The second half, they looked better. Don't get me wrong. The second half, in its entirety, the Indiana Fever looked much better. Caitlin Clark looked more aggressive. She seemed to control the game a lot more. But when we have blunders like this, when we have instances like this that just take away from the flow of the offense, that are a reoccurring thing that never gets corrected, it turns into an issue. And that's what Stephanie White needs to get in the locker room and have conversations with some of these ladies about. With Caitlin Clark out on injury, Natasha Howard did her thing. But in the swing of the game, we can't have this type of behavior consistently, multiple times a game. It does us no good at all. Listen to Caitlin Clark speaking about the second half and how the team looked light years better.
Bounce back win for you guys. What was working for you so well, especially in that second half offensively?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we just played with a really great pace. I thought we moved the ball. I thought we cut hard, which opened up the three-point line for us. And then we knocked down some shots, but also I thought our defense was really good. So I think it was both sides of the ball, and kind of felt like how we should get back out there and play, every single game.
How we what?
Sides of the ball, and kind of felt like how we should get back out.
How we should get back out there and play. With the ball in my hands. With you stop pulling the reins every 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
There and play,
Let me
every
cook.
single game. I think 99 points is, probably the most we've put up in quite some time. I think somebody said 59 is the most scored in a second half in, quite a few years now. So proud of our group. I thought we came out and competed well, especially there in the second half.
Sophie with the double-double, she brings such energy. And yesterday she was telling us how she felt that frustration, that you all were feeling that frustration. So what did you see from her and able to really lead that charge?
I mean, she brings that energy every single day, so really happy for her. She's had a little bit of a shooting struggle, but she comes in and she's the same person every single day. And we all knew she was going to get hot and was due, and that's exactly what she did tonight. And she rebounds the ball well. She just brings great energy. She's all over the floor diving on loose balls. So, her energy is unmatched with this team.
Absolutely. That's how we should play. Move the ball, cut hard, which opens up the three-point line. Played with great pace. Caitlin Clark's too nice to be that up front sometimes. But if you read between the lines, she's calling it out without calling it out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.